2026 is the year of no men, okay? No boyfriends, no boy toys. Well, boy toys are always fun, but no boyfriends. I'm not going on dates. You can take me out, but we ain't going on a date because I don't want a boyfriend. I'm not looking for a man. I've only dated 2 people and I'm still not looking for a man. That was enough for me. That's enough dating experience. That's all I need to know what I need to know. Okay? Okay. So 2026, let's figure out who you are, diva. Let's figure it out. Love you.
When a woman isn't getting any options, she suddenly announces that she doesn't want a boyfriend, that 2026 is her year, that she's focusing on herself. That's not a decision, it's a reaction. Nobody makes a video announcing they're single when they've got options to spare. Today we're going to look at why more and more men are choosing to opt out of the game and stop chasing the modern woman. Before we get started, drop us a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. That's what keeps us going. Let's get into it.
I'm about to tell you how to get over a man. This is my strategy to getting over a man, and it works 100% of the time. I have gotten over several men doing this, and it is so simple. You can do it right now. You can do it right here with me. Are you ready? You friend zone the fuck out of that. He is now your best friend. He's a bestie. Let me tell you one thing. When you do that, it takes away a lot of pressure. You're not worried about, oh, what if he sees me looking like this? What if I do something stupid? What if blah, 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 blah? What if he doesn't text me? No, it doesn't fucking matter. Because he's your friend. Then you don't have to worry about, oh, what if I text him and he's gonna think I'm needy? This, that. No. You friend zone the fuck out of this man. You don't give a fuck anymore. You are not tied to any outcome. That is the most important thing. You have to commit. Because when you really commit to the friend zone, this man's gonna fall in love with you. He's in trouble. Every man that I've friend zoned usually ends up liking me more. By this point, I've probably seen too much and heard too much that I actually don't give a fuck anymore. They're the ones who are getting a taste of their own medicine. So friend zone the fuck out of them. And then you take it one step further. If you really want to crush this man's ego, now you need to mentally make him your gay best friend. This might actually be a little bit evil, but you know what it does to you when a guy calls you dude or bro, and you're just what? If this man says something to you, be like, yes, sis. He's gonna be like, what, sister? This man will be questioning everything. In my head, the only way that a man can't like me, he has to be gay. He has to just not like women. That's what I tell myself. You need to tell yourself that you are the most gorgeous, lovable, fun, witty, intelligent, one of a kind, drop dead, stunningly gorgeous, talented, positive, successful, just this light to the world. You are a blessing to the world. You have to tell yourself this. You need to tell yourself that you love yourself every single day. I also tell myself that this man loves me. I will be like, he loves me. He is obsessed with me. What you tell yourself will be your reality. I promise you. Friend zoning this man, validating yourself every single day with words of affirmation, taking him off the motherfucking pedestal, putting yourself on it, you will actually get over this man. And you'll actually see who he really is because you'll start seeing him as a friend. And you're like, is he even a good friend? And there you go. Now you're over him and you're more in love with yourself. I'm really just doing God's work on a Monday. You're welcome. Love you.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
This is the typical woman who likes to keep men in the friend zone. The one who wants to be treated like a girlfriend while playing the guy for a fool. No woman feels attraction for a man who's in her friend zone. Because while she's got him there, she's still out dating other guys. That man ends up being nothing but an emotional punching bag. As a man, that's unacceptable. I'd rather get rejected and keep things straight than end up being the best friend.
If you are a woman who is in therapy and also dates men, then this message is for you. Stop going to therapy and healing your trauma and doing your shadow work and improving yourself and evolving and growing just so that you can continue to date shitty men and be the emotional framework for them to lean on because they're too lazy to confront their own shit. Go to therapy and work on all that healing and date women instead.
There's something so disrespectful to me about a man waiting until you don't care anymore to give you all the things that you wanted when you still cared. Because it's like, okay, you were always capable of doing these things. You just didn't. Whether that's because you didn't want to or you simply chose not to, you just didn't. Lose my number. Lose my number. Matter of fact, forget I ever existed. That's probably better. I think it's probably better if you act like you never met me ever.
Honestly, these modern women are seriously out of their minds. This one's another therapy didn't fix. As for what the second one said, there's no such thing as a stingy or unattentive man. It's simply that you're not the woman that man wants to spend his money on. You're not his priority. Sometimes a woman is just a chapter in a man's life, not the whole book. And that stings, but that's the reality. The problem is when instead of accepting it, the blame always falls on him.
Women.
I'm gonna give myself 1 year. I was like, 1 year, no dating, no talking to guys, like no nothing. I'm swearing off men, absolutely not. And I was like, I'm gonna be abstinent. I'm just nothing. And I think when you give that boundary to yourself, I told myself 1 year, ended up being 3 years.
Wow, 3 years.
3 years.
Did you just not feel that you had accomplished mentally what you had wanted to accomplish?
No, I think it was more so I told myself 1 year, I'm focusing on me. And during that time, when it's 1 year, I got to know myself so well. And it's like you learn your own boundaries, like what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, what you'll tolerate, what you won't tolerate, because you're kind of dating yourself, right?
It doesn't sound silly. You have created a life for yourself. That's amazing. When you think about successful people, there are particular habits and particular ways in which they operate in the world and within themselves that if we can understand, then we can become the best version of ourselves.
That's true.
3 years without dating anyone, and she's selling it as personal growth. Could be. But let's be real. The men she was into weren't approaching her, and the ones who did approach her she wasn't into. There are women who think their time being single will be short, and they've been alone for years because they're out there hunting for a high-value man. But the older they get, the smaller their pool of candidates gets. That's exactly what happened to her. She's hit the wall, and the wall doesn't forgive.
I'm not the type that'll ask you for anything, but if you don't do anything at all, I will leave you alone. Like, I know people are like, oh, closed mouth don't get fed. I don't care. I don't feel comfortable asking men to do things for me. I like when a man just naturally does it. Now, if it's something specifically that I want or something like that, or he asking me what I want for like a birthday, Christmas, something like that, cool, I'll say what I want. But overall, I'm not the one that's going to be like, can I have this? Can I get this? Can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? Can I have some money? I don't do stuff like that. And that's no disrespect to the ones that do that, but I'm just not comfortable doing it. But if a man come around me and think he's not going to do nothing at all because I don't ask, your time is going to be cut very short with me. I don't care. Because that's not an excuse not to do anything at all. Actually, you should want to do more because I'm asking less. Like, it's logical.
Oh, hell no!
This woman says she doesn't ask for anything, but if you don't deliver, she's gone. So she doesn't ask, but she expects. And if you don't read her mind, she walks. And here's the real problem. There are women who the moment they start dating a man, the problems show up. The rent, the car, the favor. And the man who just met her is already solving things she was handling on her own the week before. A man should provide for the woman he has a real commitment with. If she was managing on her own before she met you, she can manage on her own now. Don't confuse courtesy with obligation.
The man that you date is a reflection of your own self-worth. If you're dating someone that loves you, cares about you, take care of you, that means that you deem yourself as worthy of those treatments. But then the longer you stay in a relationship that doesn't serve you, the more you lose yourself in the process. And that's really sad. Because when you always have to be in fight or flight mode with your boyfriend, meaning that you're always the one who fixes things, initiating things, you don't really have time to focus on yourself. You don't really become creative anymore. You lose your sparks because you're using a lot of energy into maintaining this relationship. And because he doesn't want to work on a relationship, you're doing a two-man job alone. I always say this, a woman needs to be in her feminine energy in a relationship. And a woman needs to be creative in order not to lose her mind.
But that cuts both ways. If she doesn't take care of you, doesn't cook, doesn't support you, doesn't do acts of service, isn't there when you need her, leave. Because the same argument women use to justify walking out when a man doesn't provide works perfectly in reverse. If she doesn't take care of you, she doesn't deserve your effort. Simple as that.
If your man is doing any of these things, he does not like you, and I think you should break up with him. Be very brutally honest. Number one, your man is never taking you out on dates, or if you have to initiate the date, He doesn't like you. I feel like that means he doesn't want to spend any money on you and he doesn't want to be seen out in public with you. Like, what else could that mean, right? If you have to ask him over and over to stop following girls on social media, he doesn't like you. He's following girls so he can get their attention. I hope you know that. On the topic of social media, if he does not post you, he does not like you. He does not want people to know that you guys are together. Please do not let him convince you that he's a private person. Like, what are you private about? You're not Chris Brown. Not like people are checking on you. You just don't want people to know that you have a girlfriend. If he's always getting little attitudes with you, he doesn't like you. Why are you randomly getting that attitude with the love of your life? His family or friends are rude to you and he does not check them, he doesn't like you. If your man's best friends or friends in general are sliding into your DMs, he doesn't like you. Something's going on behind the scenes. Trust me, a guy's best friend would not hit on his girlfriend. I feel like he's cheating on you or something along those lines. If he's not complimenting you every day, calling you pretty, calling you beautiful, he doesn't like you. If it's been days since your man has called you beautiful, come on, girl, like, be so for real. This next one should be very obvious, but for a lot of women, I guess it's not. The guy that you're with has ever cheated on you, he does not like you. Girl, if your man has cheated on you, please break up with him right now. Or two, put on a red nose and a colorful afro right now. Because you look like a clown, sister. If a guy has a girl best friend and he hangs out with her a lot and you are not there, he doesn't like you. He likes his girl best friend. If your guy is really controlling, never wants you to go out, always dictates what you're wearing, then he probably doesn't like you and he just wants to, like, beat you or live inside of your body. I'm so serious. If your man never buys you anything, and it doesn't even have to be big, it could be a candy bar. If he never even buys you a candy bar, babe, he does not like you. If your man gets mad or annoyed when you post them on social media, he doesn't like you. This goes in with the first couple of things that I was saying. But yeah, he doesn't like you and he really wants you to stop scaring the hoes. Well, I live with my man, so I forgot about this one. If the guy that you're with is going weeks without seeing you, I mean, it's so obvious that he doesn't like you. A guy that likes you will literally want to see you every single day, I promise. I know this video is really harsh, and I just wanted to say if a guy is doing any of these things, it's not a reflection of you not doing anything wrong. It is him being the asshole. So just break up with him. There are so many other men on this earth. Literally like 4 billion of them, girl. You'll be fine. As always, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see you in my next video with a new man.
I love these single women out there telling other women to leave their relationships over things they personally don't like. Because yeah, there are men who have trash friends that develop feelings for their boys' girlfriends. And social media is packed with women posting spicy content that, even if you don't follow them, the algorithm throws in your face. And sometimes a man goes through a rough patch financially and can't take you out on dates. Those are ridiculous reasons to leave a man. But even worse is the woman who lets herself be guided by a wall-hitting woman who has nobody.
Men who are not stable in the head should not be on dating apps, okay? If you don't have some type of emotional intelligence, don't be on an app, okay? I swiped right on this guy, which I should have swiped left because that was initially what I wanted to do. I wanted to swipe left on this guy, and for some reason, I swiped right. Whatever. We have our date. We have 2 dates, actually. The first date, slept over the entire weekend. We had that date Friday night. I left Sunday afternoon, okay? Ladies, don't do that. I'm alive and well. He didn't try killing me, but again, don't do that. Anyways, we're hitting it off. I think it was great. I think that our date was awesome. I probably was like, wow, like, I think I found the person I'm going to be with, right? Like, I thought like he was that cool. Anyways, we have our second date, right? Because we're talking every day. We text, we're this and that, and whatever. We have our second date. We have our little funsies, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Again, ladies, wait that out. Wait it out. Seriously, I should have waited it out. And normally I do, and I didn't this time. But whatever. That's okay. We're adults. We do it. After we have our little funsies, man, straight acting different. Whoa. Typical from a man, right? That's like typical. Like you would expect that, you know? So he started acting different. I'm like, okay, maybe it's him. Maybe, like this is new for him. So like, I don't know. Maybe like I gave it a day. Maybe it was something in his head that like, whatever, right? Gave it a day. Started acting weird again. Doesn't change. So I'm like, all right, dude, spill the beans. I told you since day one I like honest and open communication, and it literally says that on my Hinge bio, okay? Because I'm an adult, I can appreciate honesty, and I'd rather have someone be honest than just lie about it, right? Anyways, he could have been lying. I think he's lying, but whatever. We never know, right? He texts me. He's like, yeah, like I realized that like I'm not in a place mentally to be hooking up and like kind of meeting people and like, I'm newly single and I just like moved to Jersey from wherever he like came from and like I just, like it's not you, it has nothing to do with you. It's more me, like my mind is just not the right place to do that, right? And I was just like, okay, sure, right? You were on a dating app, so I kind of assume maybe you wanted a date. I don't know. That's probably what the dating apps are for today, to meet new people. Now, if you were newly single, as I am, right? I am also newly single, and he understood that. He knew that. That's why I thought we had some mutual agreement here, that we understood what we were getting into. Another thing, ladies, I never date a man that's my age or close to my age. Never again, okay? I usually date men 40 and up, and there's a reason why I do so, and this is why. This is exactly why. It was a slap in the face, to be honest with you, and I should have known better. But anyways, aside from that point, because whatever, right? He was like, yeah, like, it's not like I don't want to ever see you again. I just think we got to take a step back. I'm like, you might not ever see me again because you just put that closed door between us. There's a barrier now. Like, you know what I mean? If you didn't want to be with me, or if you didn't want to date or hook up or understand that dynamic for now, like whatever, then don't be on a dating app. I'm just suggesting that, right? I'm suggesting that you probably delete it because maybe you shouldn't be on it. Secondly, if you didn't fancy me, especially after we had our little fun, then you can tell me that, right? Like, again, I've been with older men. They are honest with you and they will tell you to a T why they don't like you. Okay. And that is something that I like and appreciate. And I don't think that I can get that from anybody else unless they're older, because the young folk are just not doing it for me. Okay. So that's the thing, right? Like, if you didn't fancy me, tell me. Don't give me this whole huge 3-paragraph BS, right? Like, first of all, I'm not even going to read that. I'm just going to skim through that. All right. And find the keywords. All right. That's a lot of fillers that you're saying to me. Find the keywords there, okay? And like, yeah, like whatever. And I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. It's a bummer, truly, because I thought this guy was super cool and we hit it off and it was like sparks flying in this shit. Like, but no, clearly not. Don't date, ladies. I am not dating anymore and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because they're just not in it in the mental, man. A lot of messed up things, as if we all don't go through mental stuff, right? He acting like he's the only one, but whatever, right? Whatever.
Ma'am, 2 dates, 1 weekend. Why does he owe you his whole life story? On top of that, he was honest with you. They had their thing, and either he wasn't feeling it, or he went back to his ex, or he's leaving town, or he saw you coming on too strong and said, I don't want a relationship. And you clearly do, so this man chose to walk away. He doesn't owe you anything. He doesn't have to explain his life to you. He was respectful. He didn't manipulate you. What happened is you didn't like his answer, and you were already playing a whole Disney movie in your head that you'd found your man. That's your problem. We've reached the end, but before we close out, tell me in the comments. Why do you think the modern woman turned relationships into a transaction? Have you ever been put in the friend zone? And how long did it take you to get out? If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Your support means a lot to us and keeps us motivated to keep creating more content. Stay tuned for the next video from the wall.